that, and it frightened me, So when I'd learned and read about layering concussions together and having concussions very close together in a very short period of time. And so here I am, and I'm thinking, man, I'm really playing with fire. I better take this seriously. This could be something, these issues could become permanent. That would be awful to have to wake up every day with something changed about you and something you couldn't correct.
Well, Dale, can I just jump in here for a second? Sure. Because you write about in the book about how right after that crash, that second hit at Talladega, as you're saying, like you were more emotional, less restrained. I mean, NASCAR drivers have to be amongst the most emotionally controlled people in the world, right? When you're whirling around a track at 200 miles an hour. But you say in the book that now I was just angry all the time, that you drove your wrecked car back to the garage and ESPN had a TV camera there waiting on me. Big pack of reporters wanting to ask you about the crash. So you started talking and your eyes get wide and your volume picks up and your face starts turning red. And here's what you said.
I can't believe that nobody's sensible enough to realize just how ridiculous that was. I mean, that is ridiculous. If this was what we did every week, I wouldn't be doing it. I'll just put it to you like that. Yeah. If this is how we raced every week, I'd find another job. It's bloodthirsty if that's what people want. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to go Daytona or Talladega next year, but I ain't got much choice. It's really not racing. I don't know. It's just it's a little disappointing how that all went down. That was ridiculous. It was like cost a lot of money right there. It's just a lot of wasted. I mean, if this is how we're gonna race and that's how we're gonna continue to race, and nothing's gonna change, I think NASCAR will build the cars. Save us a lot of money.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., how out of character was that for you?
I think it's pretty out of character to be that. To be that aggressive, I think, was out of character for me, and I could feel my emotions in that moment. Sort of not. I could feel myself not being able to shut up. Not being able to bite my lip and keep those opinions to myself, because they were going to do me no good by sharing them in that environment. And I did get some pushback from NASCAR about those comments, particularly the bloodthirsty comment, and they weren't very happy with me. And I know better than that. I know NASCAR well enough, and my intentions in my career have been to try to lift the sport up and be a great representative for the sport. And in that moment, I was not doing that, and I couldn't control it. That was the worst part about it. And I could not control my emotions and with that injury having just occurred, and I dealt with that for the next 48 hours, trying to calm down, trying to make sense of what I was feeling, trying to figure out what I was going to do about it, and luckily I got pointed in the right direction to see a specialist, a neurosurgeon that was local in Charlotte, Dr. Petty.
Yeah.
And so that right there was the saving grace for me, because I don't know whether I would have made the right decisions going forward to take care of myself had I not been put in front of the right people.
Yeah. So we got a lot of callers who want to talk to you, and I want to get to that in just a second here. But let me ask you, I mean, the way you write about the kind of hits that you took, we were talking about two big ones there, but also there's a lot of, and I'm putting smaller in quotes here, because in NASCAR, nothing's really small, but, because everything's going so fast.